Welcome to miniEM. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the instrument tie. These are used to finalize any suture closure. So simple interrupted, mattress sutures, retting sutures, or buried sutures. This is your go-to technique in the emergency department for speed and efficiency for tying knots. It lets the needle driver do the work so that you don't have to tie with your fingers. Okay, let's gather our supplies. You will need a needle driver, iris scissors. I prefer the ones that are straight. Adson's forceps, and I prefer the ones with teeth because they can grab better, and then suture material. Pick up your needle driver and put your index finger on the shaft of the needle driver. You can gently rest your thumb in this top loop and your fourth finger in the bottom loop. And this is how you should hold it. This part comes apart and clicks together to get you more grip. You're going to start by placing your suture and pull your suture through until you have a 2 to 3 centimeter short tail on this side. The first throw is going to be your square knot. So go ahead and lay your needle driver down parallel in between the two suture threads. You're going to take the long end, the one with the needle still attached, and you're going to wrap that towards the needle driver, around the needle driver. You're going to wrap it twice, and you're only wrapping twice on the very first throw. Open the jaws of the needle driver, grab the short end, and switch the sides that your hands end up on to pull that short end through. See how my short end ends up over here, but it started over here? And same with my long end. Long end started over here, ends up over here. Okay, now for the second throw, you're gonna again lay down the needle driver in the middle of your two threads, wrap the long end, always the long end, towards your needle driver, and you're only wrapping once on this time. Open up the jaws, grab the short end, and switch your hands. Tighten it down until the wound edges just barely touch here. You don't want them puckering. All right, now you're gonna complete this by doing 2 to 3 additional knots with just a single loop. Switch sides, lay down, towards, grab, switch sides, and one more time. Lay down in the middle, wrap towards, grab, switch sides. Notice how I'm doing the same rhythm every time. I'm laying it down in the middle, I'm wrapping the long end towards to create a loop. I'm grabbing the short end with my needle driver, and I'm pulling the short end through that loop while moving the long end towards the opposite side so that my hands switch sides. Now same thing, lay down, wrap towards the needle driver, create a loop, pull the short end through that loop by switching my hands. Pull your knot to the side of the laceration so it doesn't interfere with wound healing. And then you'll cut your tails. I usually cut about 5 millimeters for surface sutures and about 3 for buried sutures. All right, that's how you tie an instrument tie. Check out the rest of our miniEM library for some more procedural education.